Hello, my name is Bryce, and this is my channel Striving Intellect. And today we're going to talk about dark molecular clouds. And I actually have a short video to play, and I'm just going to talk over it. So, scientists have recently found a dark molecular cloud that's located 300 light years from our solar system. It's the closest one that they've found so far, and they believe it's actually comprised of hydrogen, and it is, as you can see, basically just ultraviolet light that they saw that was reflected. So from my understanding, it would actually be invisible to the human eye. You would not be able to see it unless you were using a telescope that could see ultraviolet lights. And it is fascinating that they could actually find something like this that's basically invisible and located 300 light years away. So it takes light 300 years to get from there to our solar system. And as you can see, they have a large amount of different photos of it. There's UV, X-ray, Planck. It is absolutely amazing that we're able to find things like this, though. And that's actually the video right there. And let's see, this is a artist's representation of the Ios dark cloud or dark molecular cloud. And again, it would be invisible normally to the human eye, so this is what it would look like if you could see it, which would be amazing. That would be really, really cool to see in the night sky, although maybe a little bit worrying seeing something like that just in the skyline. But beyond that, it is fascinating that they were able to find something so close to the Earth. But I have this article I'm going to read through real quick. ScienceAlert.com. Huge invisible cloud discovered just 300 light years from the solar system. A giant object that has been lurking in the relative galactic vicinity of the solar system this entire time has just been unmasked in all its enormous invisible glory. Just 300 light years away, at the edge of the local bubble of space, astronomers have discovered a huge crescent-shaped cloud of molecular hydrogen, the basic building block of everything in the universe. So theoretically, this would be an area where stars are formed. But I'll go on. It's the first time scientists have managed to discover molecular material in interstellar space by looking for the glow of far ultraviolet light. Its discoverers have named the cloud Ios, or Eos, after the ancient Greek god of dawn. This is the first ever molecular cloud discovered by looking for far ultraviolet emissions of molecular hydrogen directly, says physicist Blakely Burkhart of Rutgers University in the U.S. The data shows glowing hydrogen molecules detected via fluorescence in far ultraviolet. This cloud is literally glowing in the dark. When you look into the night sky, the stars and the planets look like glittering diamonds strewn across the velvet. You see pinpricks of light, but not much between them. Interstellar space, however, is not empty. Tenuous molecular material drifts between the stars, sometimes coming together in a higher density cloud. This material is the stuff from which the stars are born. But it's hard to see when it's not all clumped together to form a nebula. Stars are very, very bright and the glow emitted by the interstellar medium is very, very faint. There are ways to detect it. For instance, light traveling through the cloud sometimes can be subtly changed either in the orientation of the waves or a shift in the frequency. One theory about the matter in interstellar space is that it may have been evading detection. One of the most popular tracers of astronomers looked for example, is carbon monoxide. It has yielded a lot of information about the interstellar medium. But what about clouds that don't have a lot of carbon monoxide? Burkhart and her colleagues took a different approach, analyzing publicly released observations collected by South Korea's ST-SAT ultraviolet space telescope. Hydrogen makes up around 90% of the visible universe by atoms and 73% by mass. That is a massive percentage. Molecular hydrogen fluorescence in far ultraviolet when irradiated by ultraviolet starlight, so the researchers focused on their efforts on searching for the strong emissions associated with this interaction. This is what led EOS and enabled them to map its size and shape. It's roughly crescent-shaped, has the diameter of about 80 to 85 light years. Within that contour, it contains around 2,000 solar masses worth of hydrogen, representing around 36% of the total mass of the clouds. If we could see it with our eyes in the night sky, EOS would be 40 times the width of the full moon. This material within the cloud, the team determined, is likely being evaporated by the stars around it, a process called photodissociation. It's dissipating at a rate of 600 solar masses per million years and will be totally gone in around 5.7 million years' time. That's not very long on a cosmic timeline. That's pretty long for us, but yeah, comparatively to the life of a solar system or even a universe, not very long. When we look through our telescopes, we catch whole solar systems in the act of forming, but we don't know in detail how that happens. Our discovery of EOS is exciting because we can now directly measure how molecular clouds are forming and disassociating, and how the galaxy begins to transform interstellar gas and dust into stars and planets. What's even more exciting is that the work shows a viable way to search for the heterophore invisible molecular clouds that are lurking throughout the Milky Way and even the wider universe. It'll offer new insight into our own galaxy's history and star formation and how the process has taken place across the vastness of space and time. The use of the far ultraviolet fluorescent emissions technique could rewrite our understanding of the interstellar medium, uncovering hidden clouds across galaxy and even out to the furthest detectable limits of cosmic dawn. And it is absolutely amazing. Again, this is an artist's rendition of what it would look like compared to the moon, if we could see it, because obviously it's just gas. We cannot see it with our eyes. But whenever you use ultraviolet light detection, you can see something that looks pretty amazing. And this is an article by Rutgers, the specific team that found this vast molecular cloud. And I'll just read a little bit of this. A vast molecular cloud, long invisible, is discovered near our solar system. The detection of the celestial body by the Rutger-led team could redefine the understanding of interstellar medium. An international team of scientists led by Rutger University has discovered a potentially star-forming cloud that is one of the largest single structures in the sky and among the closest to the sun and Earth ever detected. The vast ball of hydrogen, long invisible to scientists, was revealed by looking for its main conduit, molecular hydrogen. The finding marks the first time molecular cloud has been detected with light emitted in the far ultraviolet realm of the electromagnetic spectrum, and opens the way to further explorations using the approach. Scientists name the molecular hydrogen cloud EOS, and that's the same quote that we read earlier. Molecular clouds are composed of the gas and dust, with the most common molecule being hydrogen, the fundamental building block of stars and planets and essential for life. They also contain other molecules such as carbon monoxide. Molecular clouds are often detected using conventional methods such as radio and infrared observations that easily pick up chemical signatures of carbon monoxide. For this work, scientists employed a different approach. So it looks like they use ultraviolet emissions to specifically find this molecular hydrogen cloud, which again is the closest to our solar system that we found so far. But I'll go on a little bit. EOS poses no danger to the Earth and solar system. Because of its proximity, the gas cloud presents a unique opportunity to study the properties of the structure within the interstellar medium, scientists say. I mean, it's absolutely amazing that they're able to study this, and we have the technology to actually specifically find it. It's definitely cool that something that is basically invisible to the actual human eye is now something that we could actually study and find data from. But I'm just going to read a rough overview of this real quick. This is on Ground News. Astronomers unveil EOS, a massive hidden molecular cloud near Earth. Astronomers have discovered a new molecular cloud named EOS, which is about 300 light years away and contains between 2,000 and 8,500 solar masses, making it closer than any known star-forming region. And again, all of these molecules are the building blocks to most things, and generally speaking, this is how stars and planets would form. But I'll go on. EOS discovery opens new possibilities of study of the formation, as the proximity allows for direct measurements regarding the formation of the stars and planets. And here's a quote. It's puzzling why there's something this big right in our solar neighborhood and we didn't see it. Probably because it's invisible. But that being said, with the technology we're coming out with and the new techniques they're coming out with, this probably won't be the first time that they find something like this. And it's really cool because seeing the formation of solar systems and stars and anything like that is absolutely amazing and fascinating, and it'll help us learn about the formation of the galaxy and the universe. But I just thought this was really interesting, absolutely amazing stuff. But I hope you guys liked this. Please like and subscribe.